and to represent Logan and Brandon on such a special day. On behalf of Pamela and myself and Brandon's mother Ann, we're just so joyed that you could be here to celebrate this special day with us. And as I look around the room, I'm reminded of how important relationships are in our lives. And I see so many people that have invested in Logan and Brandon's lives, and we're truly blessed that you could be here today. I grew up a diehard New York Yankee fan, and I'm a Sooner fan too, so we'll hear more about that. But Lou Gehrig, when he retired from baseball at Yankee Stadium after contracting a disease that's named after him, said, "Today I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth." And I always wondered what that would have felt like. And today I got to feel that feeling walking my beautiful baby girl down the aisle. And the word beautiful pales in describing her. And the thing that her mom and I are so proud of is that her beauty is soul deep. And that's what makes her the loving daughter and the loyal friend that she is. And speaking of beautiful, I'm reminded of the time that Pam and I were visiting with a neighbor, and Logan had slipped off into the bathroom when she was 2 and got into Pam's lipstick. And as you can see from the screens, when we found that little face and stared half in shock and half in humor, all she could say is, I pity. She said, take it off. No. As many of you know, Logan makes lifelong friends. And when she was 6, she went down the street to our new neighbor's house and knocked on the door. And the lady answered, climbed down off the ladder. They were painting, answered the door. And here she is in her big floppy sunflower hat. And she said, "Hi, I'm Logan Duran, and I'm your neighbor." And this lady is one of our dear friends. Both of them are our dear friends, and they're both here tonight. We're so happy for that. In Brandon, when Logan, one more little story. When Logan was in elementary school, I get a call from the director of transportation at the bus department. And he said, "I've got something I need to read to you." Hardly able to contain himself. He said, this is the note that Logan gave to the bus driver today. It says, "Dear bus driver, please let Logan off at Heather's stop. Love, Dave Duran." Logan loves her friends. In Brandon, Logan has found her perfect match. And there were times that she never thought she'd find Mr. Right. And Pam and I would try to encourage her and applaud her perseverance and her courage not to settle. And Brandon has fit into our family and so well. And when Brandon came along, it wasn't long before we knew that she'd found him. And after meeting his family, she was even more certain. But there was one final meeting that she agonized over more than any other, and that was meeting Brandon's daughter, Lily. And she wanted more than anything else for Lily to love her, and that's exactly the way God had it planned. Lily is a beautiful child with a sweet soul and a warm heart who literally danced her way into our lives and into our heart. Brandon is a young man whose heart fits his stature, and he's fit into our family like he's been part of it forever. My only beef with him is those cursed burnt orange clothes that he's always wearing. And the fact that no matter how bad his Longhorns get, they still find a way to beat my Sooners. October will always be interesting around our homes. I think the greatest compliment that any father could pay to his son-in-law is that he loved his daughter with unconditional and all-out love, and I can see that love that Brandon has for Logan. One final moment in closing, I remember recently when we were together, Logan said something to me. She said, "Dad, do you remember the time that we climbed up on the roof and watched the fireworks before the July fireworks?" And I said, "Sure I did." And she said something I'll never forget and I'll always cherish. She said, "Dad, that was one of the best times of my life." So with that said, I'd like you all to raise a glass with me as I wish Logan and Brandon a life filled with rooftop moments. To Mr. and Mrs. Brandon Baranowski. Is it my turn?
Really quick. Say it. No, just say it. Brandon, he wanted to tell you that he loves you. And Logan. Tell him what you wanted to say. What'd you start off saying?
I love you, Uncle B.
And who else? And who else? Awesome.
I love you, Mom.
He's such a Okay, I'm really scared right now, so. Okay. I have to make this up outside, so it's not the best. Okay. I just wanted to say I'm so happy that Logan's gonna get to be my new stepmom, and my dad did a great job on choosing a wife because Logan has been the best friend to me. And I knew from the first time I met Logan, she was gonna be the one my dad loved for the rest of his life. And I just wanted to thank you for being such a great friend, and I know you're gonna be the best stepmom to me. And I love y'all, but I'm serious.
Who wants to follow that?
Well, on that note, Logan and I might not share the same DNA, but we definitely share the same fear of public speaking. So hopefully get through this. Logan, I'm so sorry if you were as nervous at my wedding. And thanks for returning the favor. I also want to thank you for standing by my side because I'm so grateful and happy to be standing by yours. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Logan's matron of honor and sister-in-law. Over the past 6 years, Logan and I have laughed together, cried together, and literally laughed until we cried. Let me just make it into the third paragraph. She is not only my sister-in-law, she is my best friend. We both grew up with all brothers, so we would always joke about finally getting the sister we always wanted. And she by far has been the best sister ever.
Deep breath.
She's been there for me through happy times, through tough times, and you don't even know how much I appreciate it. The hardest part of this speech was trying to capture what an amazing person Logan is inside and out. I messaged one of my best friends and one of Logan's close friends, Simone, for some advice, and I really couldn't have said it better. She said that there was a sermon she remembered that said, "Love everybody always, and make everyone feel like they just met heaven." She said that really makes me think of Logan. She is so good at loving everyone and making everyone feel valued. I feel like that defines her perfectly. While most of you may know what a loving, caring, and selfless person Logan is, some of you might not know her goofy fun side or how Brandon falls in love all over again when she looks at him with her eyes crossed. Logan and I were together the weekend after they had their first date, and she could not stop smiling. I remember thinking two things. One, I'm sure her face has got to be hurting by now. And two, I sure hope he's the one, because you deserve nothing more than to find the love of your life. And here he is, and 2 years later. Brandon, I can't thank you enough for making Logan so happy. You have been the greatest addition to the Duran clan. Not everyone would love our craziness and weekend-long family sleepovers, but you fit right in. You're smart, compassionate, loyal, and funny, and it is comforting knowing Logan will always have you by her side. You are everything and more that we could have hoped for her, and Lily is definitely an added bonus. We love and adore her as well. For all of you that are married, you know how difficult marriage can be at times. So Logan and Brandon, I want you to know that if you ever need any advice, you can always come to Justin or I. Just kidding, Justin, you were all things are possible. I love you both. Let's cheers our glasses to the bride and groom. Woo!
I didn't do as much preparation, I guess. I was just going to speak from the heart. But first of all, yeah, I think my wife's nervous of the stories I'm going to tell. Why are you so nervous? Are you nervous, Brandon? A little bit? Okay, so I just wanted to first off speak to Miss Ann. Ann and Leroy were parents to me growing up. I met Brandon in the 4th grade on the bus. On the website, it was a little untrue. I gave Brandon a seat. This little boy was walking in, lanky, buck teeth. I gave him a seat to sit down with me, and we've been friends ever since. So this is my platform tonight, Brandon. Ann and Leroy, I was over at their house all day, every day. Brandon was in my house. A lot of memories in the backyard, basketball, growing up. Homecoming, prom, went through college. I don't know that I'm forever in debt to you guys. It's funny, now that I have kids, I have a completely different perspective on things, but truly, thank you so much. It wasn't always pretty. She was very caring, warm, and Leroy as well, but when Brandon shot me with a BB gun, it was a little in the face with the BB gun. So you notice he doesn't have much of an ass because Leroy chewed half of it off that day. So she was very stern, like a mom should be. So honestly, thank you so much. It was everything to me. And Brandon, Pam, Dave, with Brandon, I assure you got a great guy. You know this. I've heard you guys speak of this last couple days, but I hope I can walk my daughter down the aisle one day and give it to a man like that. Integrity, character, substance. I've seen him face adversity, take it head on, and you're in great hands, I assure you. So, Logan, the first night I met Logan, Brandon and I, we went to a bar. Imagine that. A few drinks, casual, nothing crazy. And I think I was in town for work, and he called me the next day, and he's like, so what do you think? And they had only dated, it was quick, it was a month or so, and I'm like, you guys are in love. I mean, they're like staring at each other all night. I'm just sipping on my beer, but it was awesome. I mean, it was everything Brandon was searching for. It was great. I mean, really great. I mean, it was everything. Logan's obviously beautiful, but she's caring, warm-hearted, easygoing, fun, just true to her heart, great person. But for me, really, with Logan, what wins you over is her relationship with Lily. I think you guys, when you see you two together, it's like two best friends. So, I mean, obviously, it's a great family for many years. So, I'll raise the glass. It's an honor to be here. Thanks for having me. Cheers.